Yeah, because something kind of caught my attention the other day. We stand there together and face the direction of the footsteps, brace for anything. At least two people are walk towards us. Ah, ah. Who's there? It's Saki and Akira. They must have been gotten trapped here after the literature club meeting finally ended, just like Natsumi. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you two must have made it out of here in time. When so much time passed and we hadn't seen anyone else. When so much time has passed and we haven't seen anyone else here, I don't think there was any point of in specifically searching for other students. I'm sorry too. You don't have to apologize. We thought we were the only ones here. It's such a relief to have other people. So we're the only other people you've seen in the school. Well, the only living ones anyway. Does he mean Nanako spoke to them just like he spoke to us? What should I ask? Then we don't need to explain the situation. Exactly. We need to find the 4 keys and open the doors that will let us escape. And it happened once before. That poor girls' class, I can't believe we never heard of anything about that before. Hey, that's a good point. It was only 10 years ago when Nanako and her classmates were trapped here. If a group of students all died 10 years ago, shouldn't people still talk about it? We've seen some traps in the classroom too. Was anyone else with you when you started? No, why? Mitsuru was here with us, but he didn't make it. Oh no. We've been searching for the 4 keys. Miku has a 6th sense that alerts her to danger, so she'll be able to help us avoid the traps. Hey, that's a good strategy. Thank you. We have 1 of the keys, so that means we only need to find 3 more, and I also have a map of the school, which is one of the least some help. We also have 1 of the keys. You do? Yes. Not only do we find Saki and Akira, but we now have 2 keys of the 4. We need to escape. Maybe luck really is on our turn us around. Ray gets out her map. Do you know what room you found the key in? It was difficult to tell. When we opened the door, the floor was gone, like it crumbled away. What? I could see the key on the other side of the room, though, so I managed to jump across to the other part of the floor that remained intact. It was terrifying. I thought for sure he was going to fall to his death. The four of us who were present for Mitchell's death sequences. Could that have been the same room? Almost certainly, since the traps have already been sprung when these two arrived. That was our homeroom, right? I'll mark it off the map. What? You've been there before, but you didn't find the key? It was before we knew about the keys or traps. Mitchell and I was walking into that room together and he fell. Oh no! When you got in there, was there any sign of him? Any noise below the classroom or anything? I'm afraid not. No, Mitsuru! I grinned, remembering makes it hit home again that one of our classmates is dead, and we could easily follow it if we aren't careful. Mitsuru, I wish I could have saved you. Let's go back home to our base. We need to get Saki and Akira settled in, and we can start planning our next move. Base? You'll see. Miku, lead the way. And since there's food here, we decided to make this our base. Wow, it's like a sanctuary. That's an idea, yes. This is our one safe place in school. Safe, but is it really? We're in a school where classroom can switch spots on any time, and an invisible wall preventing us from leaving. How could we really be sure that this place is safe? What's wrong, Star Platinum? You look gloomy all of a sudden. Is it really that sudden when we were just talking about one of our classmates' deaths? Any one of us could die. We need to be more positive waves than that. Positive waves? She snaps her fingers. I know, maybe what'll make you feel better. What? Talking to me. Huh? Talking to people is much better than bottling up all that feelings. You know, besides, I'm an expert on cheering people up. Oh, bother. What? Have you something to add? Just because people laugh at your jokes doesn't mean you're an expert at cheering people up. Okay, you don't quite get it. I think you're the one who doesn't get it. Some things need to be more than just a few laughs, you know. But she looks stunned and a little hurt. Star Platinum, you know what I'm talking about, right? Talking to people always cheers you up, doesn't it? She looks so unhappy, like she never even considered the possibility that it wouldn't help. Will talking to Natsumi make me feel better? Thanks. Talking to you always helps me. See, it's working already. She sits down in the area and we sit for meals and I sit with her. Just do what I do and let all the hardships roll right off your back. How can you just do that at a time like this? I focus on the bright side. Just think of how worse things could be. Such as we might be trapped in a haunted school full of deadly traps. But we could be sitting in math class right now. Or worse, the school could have been called one of those boring speakers. And we'd have to sit in those classes being quiet, pretending to pay attention. I'm not sure that's... Or the school cafeteria could be serving carrots. I can't help but start laughing. True. Stop that. I must be doing something right because you're laughing. I am, and I'm hating it. Trying to say things are worse than our current position is just ridiculous. But you're still feeling better than you were before a minute ago, right? Right? Well, yes. Mission accomplished. No, not mission accomplished. I'm not feeling better because I saw the bright side of your situation, but because you're so sexy! Crazy, dazzling, uplifting. Not quite what I was thinking. I cheered you up, and that's all that matters. Thanks! It's what I do. Remember that club meetings when Akira was so upset after it rained and his copy of the book we were going to read got messed up? Yeah, he was pretty down. I got him to see the bright side of things, and then he felt all better. Then there was the time you were mad because the book you wanted to read was always lost to the boats. I wasn't mad. Oh yeah, you were. And then I helped you see how enjoyable it was to broaden your horizon over the other books. No, you didn't. You just threw things at me until I started reading. It worked, didn't it? Well, I didn't get any better after that. I guess this is Natsuki's special talent, her anime power. Cheering people up, completely unorthodox methods that would do to sheer absurdity. You know, I always loved the literature club, but one of the best parts of it was seeing you there. I looked forward to it every day because we get to talk. Star Platinum, since you said something like that. So sweet. I'll let you in a little secret. She reaches out and takes my hand in hers, clasping them together. Seeing you was one of my favorite parts too. Once we get out of school, I hope we can have many more club meetings just like we used to. Anyway, Star Platinum. Huh? No, I meant it. After I graduate, I'll be sending you emails every month and telling you what. Look, we're going to read together. You don't need an excuse like that to email me. Then, let's keep our spirit high for the sake of the Literature Club and our future emails and everything else. Okay, if my spirit starts flagging again, I know who to go to. I'll always be there whenever you need me. She lets go of my hand and and for a moment I think she's flustered when she meets my gaze and winks. I'll take that as a lot of... it takes a lot to embarrass her. Panties! She knows what I think we should do. We should look for the library. What, you think there's a hidden book in there? Maybe. I mainly want to look into the school history. There must be some reason things just like this happening, right? Maybe something happened in the past that caused it? Huh? That's an interesting theory, I'm surprised. Hey, I might act carefree, but I do pay attention to what's going on around me. I want to understand as much as anyone. I'm glad to hear that. As we continue talking, I close my eyes and try to relax. Maybe it really is safe in the room. And anyway, Miko will warn us if there's anything immediate danger. It's not exactly easy to relax in a place like this, but staying tense all the time isn't healthy. I need to do the best I can. Still, though, I can't help but to think about what Natsumu just told me. Could there really be something in the school's history that caused this nightmare? I wonder what Miku thinks about it. She understands this stuff more than the rest of us do. I open my eyes. Miku is sitting a short distance away, staring off into space. I hesitate, then get up and walk over so I could sit across from her. Pennies! It's not like I'm going to relax much anyway, especially now that I have something on my mind. Do you have a minute? Of course, Sir Platinum. Did you hear what Natsumi said about, what do you think? Could a lot of this be results of something that happened in the past? It's possible something tragic could have caused the buildup of darkness. Really? That's all there is to it? What should I say? How could tragedy cause something like this? Negative clings to places. When too much is concentrated in the same spot, it can start to influence the physical world. Huh? And sort of negative emotions can linger, especially grief and hatred. They are the strongest and often prevent spirits from moving on as well. Like Nanako, this would have go further back than that, though wouldn't it? If incident 10 years ago was a supernatural origin, yes, the tragedy that caused it would have persuaded us. If we weren't there, we don't know all the details. If a tragedy that befell Nanako and her classmates was engineered by the living, its lingering horror could have made it reoccur now. That stuff makes my head hurt. I'm sorry. No. I'm just glad you're here. At least someone understands this sort of thing. I'm supposed to be closer to the spirit realm. It has its uses. Of course it does. It's far more than just... We'd be lost without you and your powers. I'm glad. Did I say something wrong? I know she had trouble in the past with people understanding her powers, but you'd think that would make her a little happier that people appreciate her, what she can do. I don't want to trouble you with my thoughts. No, it's fine. Go ahead. My powers have always been more of a curse than a blessing. Because people misunderstood them? That's part of it, but also because it strained on me. I sense so many things. Some things, I even see things other people can't. Oh yeah, she had a lot of trouble being in the school because of it, the darkness she felt. I'm sorry. It must have been pretty cold of us to be celebrating your powers when they cause you pain. No, I didn't mean it to imply that. Are you sure if it's okay if you feel that way? I'm happy that my powers can be help to you, yet I always been different. So I'm different. Sometimes I wonder why, and I wish I was like everyone else. I understand. Now, suddenly being who I am is a good thing, or at least a necessary one. She stares down at her hands, fiddling with the edges of her sleeves. I'm afraid that once we're safe, my powers will go back to being a curse. No one will want to deal with me since I'm no longer necessary. Does she really think we were that cold? Then again, she might have a point. Most of our classmates just saw her as the creepy new girl. Everyone wants her around now, but once we escape, will she be alone again? What should I tell Miko? I'll always see your powers as a blessing. You will? Yes, Master. You don't have to say that, just make me feel better. I'm not. I think your powers are amazing. Amazing? She blushes and looks down at her hands again, like she did before. This time it seems more from embarrassment than discomfort. No one has ever said anything like that about me before. I see how your powers would disturb people, but you just need to focus on the positives. You can help so many people. I'll try. Well, I used to try more than I do now. People often ignored my warnings. You still help people. Maybe I could even help you if you sense someone in danger. We could work together to help them reach safety. You would do that? Sure. If you wanted me to. That sounds nice. I'd feel more and more like a hero instead of an aberration. You're far from an aberration, Miko. We never wanted to have made it this far without you. Thank you. I've been wondering, do your powers let you talk to spirits, regular spirits? I mean, not someone like Nanako who appeared to all of us intentionally. You mean like the medium? I don't know. I never tried that sort of thing. If you could help, that's another way you could help people. And if you can sense darkness and negative buildup and things like that, I could think about how much you could help people uncover forgotten histories. Huh? Suppose someone discovers an ancient city or a building or no one knew about. We could work with them to help piece together what happened there based on the emotions attached to it. Oh yeah, I suppose I could do that. Only if you want to do these things, of course. What if I want to live a normal life as a normal girl? That seems like the one thing I can't have. You could. How? By hiding what I can feel? Well, would she be hiding it because she wants to act normal, or because that's the only way she thinks other people can treat her like a normal girl? If you want to ignore your powers, or could you? Of course you could. No one should be forcing you into using them. But if you didn't, if I didn't, then nothing would change. Sure it would, as long as you spend time with people who saw you for who you are, instead of seeing your powers. Someone who would treat me normally even though they know what I can do? Yes. Would you be that person, Star Platinum? Yes, Master. You would? I think of your powers are amazing, Miku, but there's more to you than that. I'll never turn against you because of your powers, and I'll treat you like a normal girl if that's what you want. Oh, Star Platinum, I want to believe you. I want to believe that you'll still be by my side even after we escape. I reach out and take her hand into mine. I will, I promise. I'll do everything in my powers to get us out of this safely. I know you will. Me too. I look at Ai in surprise of all people. In the support for Miku, I didn't expect it would be her panties. Miku looks just as startled. I know we haven't gotten along, but I want to make sure we all survive. That's what Mitsuru would want, so I'll support you too in any way I can. Thank you. Wow, even these two are getting along. Maybe there's hope for us all after all. As I finally starting to relax, all Seki out lets out a terrifying scream. It's our sanctuary, not such a safe place after all. Did more dangers wait us despite our momentary victory? Find out in the next chapter of Death School. Alright everyone, I'm going to wrap up the episode right here. If you liked the video, punch that like button in the face like a boss! And high fives all around. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for coming, enjoy your stay. And the most important part of the video is you, the reader, Cassandra Monkey, out.